Hello, welcome everyone, welcome to the stream, welcome to our new flight here in Alaska. We do some bush flying or something similar. Today we were also plane spotting at Brussels airport, but because of the rain I don't want to risk my gear to get wet, and then yeah, so we stopped pretty early with that. So we have some time to do some yeah, streaming on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I just ordered or leased a new aircraft. That's a Piper Arrow 3 that you can see here. So we will pick that up, and first of all the webcam on, and my dog is playing with me, so stay. Okay. So he wants to some attention as well. So Eddie is here. Welcome to the stream. So this was another planet stream, but we'll just do it because we have around 1 hour 30 time and to do this. So we go over to ONAIR company, and then I just need to wait until we are here because I needed to take a flight to this airport in ONAIR company manager. I think I will be arriving very shortly. We have a cargo job here already that we can do from this airport, and then we fly to this one, so you can see it on the screen. We will deliver 2 passengers, first class. My plane is prepped for first class passengers. Normally we can have 3 passengers because we use now the first class option. Then we have only 2 that we can take. So we will take this, and then we go loading, and then we will see if we can take something more. So the Piper Arrow, we will load that plane. So we will load everything, and then we have the fuel on board. I think that will be enough, so we can still load 2 more, and I'm not arrived yet, so that's a bit of a bummer. So I'm not available. So if we go back to this page, so this is the main page, 1 employee, and I'm actually coming here at in 3 minutes. So we need to wait 3 minutes, so I'm pretty early, a bit too early to stream. So because I need to come from another location, and then you need to take a flight to your new location, and that takes time in the simulator. So 1 hour and 2 minutes they told me. So, and actually it says until 10:42, so I hope we can don't need to wait too long. So we go back to loading, and we just put that aside. In meantime, we jump into the cockpit, so we can already see some things from the aircraft here. So red interior. The most people know this aircraft already because it was also in FSX, I believe, and P3D, also in X-Plane 11. Also it works for X-Plane 12. I tested it. I installed this plane on X-Plane 12. It's also working there. It just gives a message that something is wrong with the sound. I didn't notice anything, but you can fly it. Just flight PIPER Arrow 3 in X-Plane 12. So we can also open this there, and then we can close the door as well. Let's do lock the door actually. So we close it, then we also lock it here and lock it here as well. So it started to rain. I'm also working on the settings of Rex weather, because the weather always changes very drastically, and just before the stream it was sunny, and then suddenly it started immediately to rain, and it was very dark. Also we saw that yesterday with the clouds at Fort Lauderdale, the flight from yesterday evening. So yep, and it's 37. The pilot is still not here. I hope it will be 37 and not 42. So here in Belgium it's 12:37 at noon, and we just need to wait. Maybe I needed to start streaming when we are like 15 minutes later. Ricardo Volpe, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Ricardo, you spotted me tomorrow. I will not be able to do plane spotting tomorrow, because tomorrow I need to work, also Sunday, and unfortunately I'm also not available on Monday morning. So because I come home at 6:30, back home Monday morning, so then I need to sleep. And you say, oh wait, I mean today. Well, I saw one Ryanair landing before I was streaming. Actually, I missed a lot of flights because of some connection. My camera didn't want to connect, so I missed 6 flights or something, or 6 landings. So Ricardo, yes, you did. Okay, I had no clue, but it's nice. I saw some Ryanair landings also on 25 right today, but there, because of the weather conditions, I didn't want to risk my camera gear. So Ricardo, you were the only one Ryanair landed. I saw a few of them. I saw a few of Ryanair landing at the Brussels airport, also on 25 right and 25 left. So I need to check it again on the video, and then I can say it for sure how many there were, but at least 3. Ricardo Volpe, the weather was actually bad. We landed on the right runway. So that's 25 right. I saw one landing there, and the other ones we normally take 25 left, because it's very hard to reach 25 right. So in meantime I'm waiting for when I arrived, so I guess it will be in 2 minutes. I can select, so if we go here I can still not select my pilot, so we need to wait 2 more minutes and then we can get out of here. So this is Alaska. If you are flying on the coast on the without any add-ons or something, and you just take a real weather, then you will see a lot of snow, the frozen water as well. So that's a bit of a bummer. With Rex weather, actually you set everything on clear skies, and then you inject actually Rex weather, and then you have no snow, because there is no snow, only on the mountain tops. Ricardo, you I think you spotted us. Yeah, there was one Ryanair at 25 right, and I've got that on camera. Yes, Ricardo, the landing was not so much good. It was a bit hard because the weather was so bad, so I had to land very bad. So the wind, there was a lot of wind sometimes, and it was also changing, no wind or a little wind too. Yeah, a lot of wind. You also hear that on the camera. And then yeah, also it started to rain, so that's why I stopped. Actually the first time I say I will try, and I try to cover it, but it's very hard to film then. So the second time it started to rain, my camera was just dried, yeah, dry again, so I don't want it to yeah, make it wet again. Ricardo Volpe, you saw the plane, how much was moving right and left? Yes, every plane was going like this. They needed to correct a lot, so yeah. There was also sometimes a crosswind. Ricardo Volpe, the control just destroyed. It was going left and right, but we were landed safely. Alright, that's always nice. I didn't see a crash or something today, so that's a good thing. But yeah, if you have troubles, then it's always nice that you can have a safe landing. In the meantime, I cannot select my my pilot. Alright, so normally we are there, so maybe we need to go back to that page, and then we can get out of here. So now I'm available, so we load up, and then we see if we have another job to do. 226 kilograms, and that's what we only can load. So we will take this one, and we have no space for that. It's all passengers, so we cannot load anything anymore, so that's a bit of a bummer. So we go back, so it's just one job. We will load that, and then fuel and validate. Oh yeah, validate fuel and payload. That is it. And then we wait very short. Ricardo Volpe, I always love the activity active reverse thrust. Yeah, that's a nice thing. So we will also offset the time, so we go a bit forward, because I don't know what time it is. 2 o'clock in Alaska now at night, so we will go 7 hours forward, and I hope it will be okay. Otherwise we are flying in the dark, and I don't want So we'll load the flight, and then we can also jump into the plane. By the way, your brother survived from the emergency landing. Is now at home sleeping. He passed a very bad days. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. But it's nice to hear that he. Oh, and why my plane is already starting? Because my button is or my switch is turned on. Sorry. So we turn that all on. Yesterday there was a test flight that I did, and this red light was burning or illuminated. I don't know for what it stands. So warning gear unsafe. I don't know for what that is. And then we can also delete the shocks and the tie downs. And do we need a co-pilot? No, we don't need today, because otherwise we have no visibility. So mixture fuel is on. Alright. So can we turn this on? I actually don't know anymore how to put this on. On. There we go. Alright, you can also change that here, this thing. There are 3 options, I believe, but we will not do that. And then we can start our engine. Also some lights maybe. Are these the lights? Yes, these are the lights. There we go. Also my lights were flickering yesterday. I don't know what the problem is. Ricardo Volpe, today you were thinking to go around, but it was 10 seconds from landing, so you decided to land. Okay. Action Plaza, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm preparing to go to school. Okay. Have a wonderful day at school, mate. So we are preparing for engine start. And we will do that right now.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Alright. And my radios are off, so I need to turn on my radios. And actually, I don't know anymore how to do that. I did a test flight, but I was not using the radios or anything like that. I don't know how to change that. So we can disable the co-pilot, and then aircraft options, auto fuel select, state saving. Alright, there was something for changing the GPS as well. Here we have it. There we go. Ricardo, oh, the Queen died. Yes, yesterday, late afternoon, she died. Action Plaza, yes, later. Okay. Action Plaza, good luck. Thank you very much, mate. So, engine has started. Then we tune for takeoff.
Alpha Quebec Yankee traffic Piper Lima November Alpha Alpha Mike taking off runway 20 departure to the north.
And we have no ATC, it seems, so we can do what we want actually. So parking brake off, and then we can go to our destination. So it's not that far, 34 nautical miles or something. And maybe we need to go to the other side. Yeah. We'll take off that way, is the shortest. So we set flaps to 1. And then we will try to take off. Conditions a bit the same as in Belgium. So then we will line up with the runway. So this is a standard airport that comes with a simulator. So there we go. So 60, we can take off. B1, rotate.
Airport time log.
Gear up. And then we need to turn 180. Flaps up. So the visibility is not so great most of the time in Alaska. Yesterday it was okay, but today, as so as many days actually, the conditions are not so good to fly here. But it makes it very challenging, so that's what I like.
Anchorage approach Piper Lima November Alpha Alpha Mike in tight Piper Arrow 1 mile east of Alpha.
So we'll do some hand flying. We have autopilot available in this plane, but we will just hand flying. That's more fun.
Squawk 0077 Piper Alpha Alpha Mike.
And we have a light illuminated here or blinking.
Roger Piper Alpha Alpha Mike.
So we will fly a bit blind actually. But this is a fun aircraft. There are some troubles with landing and also trimming is not a little bit of a problem with. I hope they find a solution for it very soon. Maybe after sim update 10. But for now, it's flyable, so I really enjoy this plane. So we try to go over the mountains here. And we have the external view. So this is the Piper Arrow 3 from Just Flight. So yeah, the Queen of the UK died yesterday, so that's big news. Very sad to hear, but she was 96 years old. So now her oldest son will take control. Actually, I was already doing that. Also this evening we have a stream with A330 900 Neo from Headwind. So we'll stream there, and we do that actually in Brazil. So streaming time is 9 PM European time. So that's in 8 hours, and then we will do another stream. So very bad conditions today. But the wind seems to be alright. So wind speed is 5 knots. So at 10 degrees Celsius. And also our speed is not that great. We are still climbing, but I cannot get up to speed. So in this ONAIR company you actually need to buy planes if you want to fly them, or lease it or rent it. So I leased this plane for 4 weeks. Because I have only 18,000 in cash, and we need more than 200 plus for this one. So we just need to see that we don't hit any mountains. As long as we can see a little bit, it will be okay. So if you don't know where to fly to, ONAIR company is a good program for that. You have always a place to fly to. There are others as well. Air Hauler 2 is actually a bit the same, and then you have also the freeware Neofly, also very nice. It's also very challenging. Only the economics are a bit easier than on ONAIR company. So with this plane you need to constant trim it all the time, up, down, all the time, and especially in those wind conditions and weather conditions. And I don't know exactly if that is the reason why we fly so slow. So now it is 19-20 knots wind, so I hope we don't crash.
Alpha Mike. Anchorage Center, Piper Lima November, Alpha Mike 7,200 feet. Piper Lima November, Alpha Mike Anchorage Center, QNH 29.65, continuous planned.
Also, you saw in the beginning the rain on the runway. That was nothing special. The rain itself as well, and nothing special in this simulator. If you compare it with X-Plane 12, X-Plane 12 for the raindrops on the glass and stuff is very nice. It's much better than Microsoft. Also, the rain on the runway and the taxiways and parking and stuff like that. It's much better in X-Plane. Also the water stay on the runway, you can see that, and it's very nice done. Also when it's freezing and the runway is frozen, or there is ice on the runway, then also that is very nice done and X-Plane top. That's something that we're missing definitely here in the simulator. Also clouds are good. I was just struggling with the textures in the cockpit. At least on my system they were not sharp. I'm running in 1080p, so full HD or HD. So the textures were not sharp. I don't know if that were with everyone like that. My settings were on everything maxed out, so it was a bit weird to see that. So very shortly we will turn a bit to the left. And then we are around halfway, I think. So this is what the plane also in real life is doing. Moving a lot, especially in windy conditions. So we make our turn a bit and then we go straight. And so we have still 19 nautical miles to go, something around that. And once we are over the mountains we can start descending. There must be people from Alaska. I don't think so, because it's middle of the night at the moment. So, but if there is someone from Alaska, it's nice to know if the weather is a bit the same as what we see here in the simulator. So this is not a weather integration from Microsoft. This is Rex weather. And then I hope we don't destroy our plane from the first flight. So it's very bumpy. We are at above 7,000 feet. So this is a short flight. We do always short flights here in Alaska. It was not 2 weeks ago. Last time we were flying with a Husky. But I really like this plane. It looks nice, so I wanted to switch to this plane. And we had some cash to spend, so we leased this one for 4 weeks, and we'll see where we get. So constantly trimming. So we cannot see a lot of the scenery There's just a little bit that we can see, but not much. My excuse for that, but this is Alaska, and I try to make it as real as possible. And that's why we fly here, because of the bad weather conditions most of the time. So it's a big challenge. I can also use autopilot, but I will not do that, because then you take the challenge away. So once we are over those mountains there, then we can start our descent. So this is also the first time I will land at that airport. Never saw it. It's also a standard airport that comes with a simulator. So trimming, and no, again trimming. So we will reduce power a bit, because we need to go down. GH77, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you are doing fine, mate. And welcome to the chat as well. GH77, hi. Weather and lightning also in the plane looks pretty nice. Yeah. And there we have some real bumps. It's very hard to fly. We have 15 knots now. 16. So we have a bit more visibility now. So we will land shortly. Or yeah, landing is a big word. So this is the Piper Arrow, one of my favorite planes to fly in general aviation. And it works also in X-Plane 12. If you have the version from X-Plane 11, you can also use it in X-Plane 12. It gives you a message, something about the sound, but the simulator don't crash. That's a good thing. Also the flight factor A320 will come out. I think it was for the owners of X-Plane 11. You need to pay €20 to get the X-Plane 12 version. So just before the big water that you see in front of us, we will need to land there somewhere. Actually, I have no visual for the runway yet, or maybe I have. Alright, I think I see it. I need to see where my dog is, because my dog is also here today. When we are home alone, then he's free. He likes that. So this will be our first attempt to land this plane here in Alaska. Yesterday this light was illuminated, and also my lights on the dashboard were flickering. All those lights on the gauges. I don't know what the problem was. We go to 2,000 feet. And then I need to check where we just need to land. So it does that space there. Alright. So gear down. then the most difficult part will come, because it's not an easy plane to land.
Wind 110 at 3 knots.
So we go to flaps 1. Four knots, crosswind. Coming from the left. So, and then we will see what we have here for a job, and maybe we can do another leg. The weather is getting better. Flaps 2. Flaps 3. Need speed. So now that plane only wants to go down, so it's a bit fighting. We have only 3 flap positions. It's a short runway, so we need to be fast. Try to have a smooth landing.
Time lost.
Great landing.
And then you hear also the brakes. Flaps can come up. So successful landing. It was not really that smooth, but and we will park here. Parking brake set. And then we will turn off the engines.
Engine off.
Or
time
engine,
off.
sorry.
The flight is
So,
finished.
We have
Has been
one
monitored
PAX.
by ONAIR.
Ricardo Volpe, not one of the best planes, but acceptable. Well, it's a nice plane to fly. I like also the interior, of course. If you look to the how it's made, you see those things here. It's not completely round. Yeah, it can be better, of course, but yeah, I like this plane. So we put the batteries off, everything off here, and there we go. All right. So, and then we go back to ONAIR company. So this is ONAIR company. So landing rate was 132. Not the best for general aviation, but yep, safety bonus we didn't gain. And then lights were on at engines jet shutdown, except a beacon or strobe. Okay. So we click this, and then it's 1:14 here, and it's getting warm again. So we will see if we can have another job. Let me check. So 2 passengers, and that is 68 nautical miles. All right. This is even more. Do we have a shorter one? We also need to see that we can refuel. Also very important on this airport. We will see if it has a fuel. So only just normal fuel, not the jet fuel. So always need to look at that. Honor 8A, very solo authors. That's something I cannot read. So my Spanish or Portuguese is not that great. So I'm sorry. If you can put that in English, it would be nice. So this one, well, I'll not do. Just take a shorter one from around 30, something like that. Also not good. So maybe I need to just take one. $72. That are 2 ways, and that's how you select actually all your flights that you can do. So like on this one, so big airport. So maybe we can do this one. Seems to be nice. So we take this one and then go back loading. Always do it like the way I do, and then you are sure you are not overloaded or so available. Just 8. So that's just alright. So we will load up the airplane. We don't need to refuel. We'll go very quickly. So 1 minute. In the meantime, I will take out something because from the moment that the sun is coming, then it's getting hot. That was a bit the problem of the weather today. They give a lot of rain, especially for this afternoon, but it was also already this morning. So rain, and then it stopped raining, and then it started to rain again. So it's not so great. Hope next week it will be better again, until 27 degrees. So we'll try again to go to the airport next week in better conditions. But it's also nice to see in bad conditions, but not good for my camera gear. So we can fly now, and then we start tracking. So then we do our second flight, so then we have some money. Oops, and I forgot to change the time, otherwise we are in nighttime. I thought it would be saved if I did it like that, but guess not. So we load again the offset. It's like 7 hours, and then fly now. And you will see the it will be a light again, and there we go. So you can need always to set your offset. You can also do that in options, and then you save it, and then it stays like that. So you don't need to every time set it. So the plane is loaded up, so we can start everything again. And there we go. Mixture fully rich. Flaps are down. Lights are on. And then we can start the plane again.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
So you have also the option here to have the co-pilot.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload.
Oops, and then that shuts off on my,
57 kilograms.
because it counts actually the co-pilot. Okay, there we go. So no co-pilot today. And I just want to set my camera view a bit more like this. There we go. All right. Do we have
Niner Zulu Niner traffic Piper Lima November Alpha Alpha Mike is clear of the runway.
we have no ATC here. And at first I also need to plan my flight actually. Just give me 1 second because I don't know where we need to fly to. Wong, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, Wong. I hope you enjoy it, and nice to have you here.
To the channel.
Thank you very much. So we actually need to go to 1Z9. So just make my flight plan. Just 1 minute. So 1Z9 I believe it was. Just checking. 1Z9, yes, that's correct. And then it's not found. So sometimes they are not everywhere in every program or every map. So we need to do it different. So I just use the map from ONAIR company and we are good to go. So no ATC here. Set flaps to 1. There we go. So rotate. Bad takeoff.
Airport time lost.
We actually don't need to go to 1Z9, we need to go to PFCB. That's the place where we need to go. Flaps up. So and suddenly it's very nice weather. I didn't saw it when it changed. Was it drastically or not? If you saw it, let me know in the comments or in the chat. So we need to turn.
Anchorage Center Piper Lima November Alpha Alpha Mike is tight Piper Arrow 2 miles
So we will fly between those mountains here. And we also need to gain some speed as well. So we are also fully loaded, so that's also an impact on the plane. And you need to constantly trim the plane, of course. To 4,000 feet, and we need to go over those mountains. So for the people that are here, did you try Explain 12, or are you interested in Explain 12? If you tried it, let me know what you think of it, because I think there are some amazing things on it, also things that are still need some work. Of course, about the scenery, it's not bad, but of course Microsoft is better because they own Bing Maps. So, and Laminar Research, they don't have that. But there are some other things that are very, very, very nice. So we will see some snow here on top of the mountains. We are at almost 5,000 feet. So Alaska is one of the countries that I, or places in the US that I want to visit. And have a lot of fish, sea life, very nice. Only the temperatures and the weather is not always that nice, but in the summer months it can be okay. I think it's now the end of the summer in Alaska, so I will prepare for the winter time again. So PFCP, we will ask permission to land, but there's also no ATC. I think we will land at runway 16.
Alpha Foxtrot Charlie Bravo Traffic Piper Lima November Alpha Alpha Mike 35 miles northwest 5,700 feet inbound to land runway 16.
So this is our our second flight for today, and also the last one. Don't want to stretch it too long. So this evening another flight, but done with the Airbus A330 and 900 neo, and we do that in Brazil. So the people of Brazil, today we're flying in your country, and then we stop streaming for this week actually, because people need to work as well, me included. And Monday evening we start again with a live stream with Microsoft Flight Simulator. We do that in the 146 from Just Flight, the 300 version, also on ONAIR company. Then we do a longer flight. And next week we stream until Thursday, not on Friday, but until Thursday. And then next week, Wednesday and Friday morning, there will be a stream from Brussels Airport. Live stream from Brussels Airport. I saw today that the image was a bit better. Also the colors were a lot better. I'm still working on it, especially on the quality of the image. And once that is okay, then maybe we can go to other spots on the airport, or other airports as well. So I think the first one that we will do after Brussels Airport will be Charleroi, so Brussels South. Yeah, it's a 1 hour drive or something for me. So it's pretty far, so we'll try to do that very shortly. Then we have a lot of Ryanair airplanes or cargo planes, so we'll try to catch them as well. And then the next step will be yeah, maybe Schiphol or something in the Netherlands, also nice to do it. So meantime we are at 7,300 feet something, or 250. And the weather is getting very nice now. So you see a lot of snow. But on the coastline there is no snow anymore if you do it with Rex and you set just in the simulator everything on clear skies, then there is no snow. But if you implement then Rex, then you have the real weather without the snow, where there don't need to be snow. Of course on the big mountains there is still snow, but not on the coastline. So still 10 degrees Celsius here in Alaska. And we have a wind speed of 13 knots. And at the altitude where we're flying, we have 18 knots. And you see that the plane is a lot more stable now. Still need to trim, but It's more stable. Actually, I need to go to the left. 27 knots. Wind. So people, if you like what you are seeing, consider to subscribe, or then you will see more content and better content. The more subscribers, the better it will be. Also push that thumbs up if you like it. If not, then push it down. And if you want to get informed about new upcoming videos or streams, then push that bell and you will get notified on time. And then in 2 months we will maybe are able to fly the DC-3. The DC-3 that you will get for free. Also the A310 from any build you will get for free in 2 months. That will come out in November for the anniversary of Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. And they exist for 40 years. Now you will get some new planes, also the Beaver, 2 helicopters, also historical airport, so things like that. Very nice to have. We can wait for that. But first we need to pass a sim update 10 that come next week or the week after or something. So we are coming to the water again, a lot of water, and then we need to go to the right, and then we will line up with the runway. So this is actually not really a bush plane. We have other planes for that, but it's just a nice plane to fly. It's not big. We can transport some cargo as well, and yep, it's just nice to fly. We have also the turbo version of this. Then you get the 3 and the 4, so the Arrow 3 and Arrow 4, the turbo version. It's in one package. It's the same money as this plane, and you have different cockpit colors, also liveries of course, but also the cockpits are different in blue, in red, brown I believe. So we'll speed up a bit. And I think we need to go somewhere there and then need to go to the right to line up with the runway. So we are still 18 knots. It's coming from the right. So if it's sunny and not a lot of clouds, we have always a nice scenery here in Alaska. So now a lot of people will love more the airliners than general aviation, but sometimes it's also nice to fly general aviation if you daily fly the big jets. Sometimes it's nice to switch over to general aviation. Because a big jet is not that difficult to fly. And if you fly this one manual, it's more difficult, especially when you are loaded fully or fully loaded. So we can also see the water. Need to check here. That's also something that is explained, very nice done. Maybe the edges are not so nice, but the water itself is very nice. Oops. And there we get some wind that you don't have with the jet plane. Only in the smaller planes that you have that suddenly your plane is going like this. So we managed to recover quickly. Not that I was prepared for it. So 24 knots crosswind from the right. Then we will land at runway 16. So we are not that far off anymore. Just about after those little mountains here. And actually we will land between two mountains, I believe. So that's something. So I'm not familiar with the airport or this region, but it looks nice. So we'll try to descend here. Lars, Olof, welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. How are you? So we'll prepare for our landing here. We also slow down. I think I see the runway there, if I'm not mistaken. So that will be the runway. Lars, all of it's good. Okay, nice to hear. Very nice. So we are almost at our destination. So, and this will be our last landing for today, or this stream, because I have another stream this evening at 9 p.m. European time. So if you want to have a challenge, then fly in Alaska, always a challenge. About the visibility, the winds, everything. So we try to slow down. Also, for the people that want to see me flying in a real aircraft, something like this, a bit similar, then check out the link in the description below from Discord, no, not Discord, Instagram, and there you can see just a short movie, and you see me flying as well. And that was actually with the Grumman American AA5 that I was flying. That was from last weekend. So if you are interested, click that link in the description from Instagram and you will find there the video. So there we go. Try to line up perfectly. So we are a bit lucky with the conditions here. The visibility is nice. I've also FS Realistic running. That also is a big difference. It's a very nice tool. All the shakes and the movements are coming, and the sounds also from FS Realistic. So actually that's a nice add-on. Landing gear down, flaps 1, and we manage the throttles. It kind of will be a bit of turbulence, yes. Also when you put the gear down, you get more vibrations as well. You will also hear the brakes. I don't know if that is realistic in general aviation plane, but if I push the brakes you will also hear that. Flaps 2. And then this is what the plane do sometimes. It goes down, it wants to go down, and then we are struggling. And now we are fighting. Flaps 3, I believe. Yes. So this is very hard to land, and I'm not sure we're gonna make this. So this is a bit of the problem with this plane. They don't find the solution, and also with this conditions, it's very hard. So we try to land here softly. You need to go down now.
Landing time lost.
So we landed. Yes, subcompact. Hello, hello. Here are the brakes. So you subcompact and welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, hope you are doing fine. So I don't know where there is a terminal here. I don't guess. I guess there is no terminal here. I don't know where to park, so we'll park just somewhere in the grass. You subcompact normally, usually you are not here this early. Yeah, I know we are early today. Very early, because I was also streaming this morning at the airport. So that was around 9 o'clock European time. Parking brake set. So Ricardo will be hard landing, 55 IO, and then just subcompact tuning in from the library of my school, where there is barely no service. Oh, okay, but nice that you can join. But this was our last leg. This is our second landing. So yeah. And then Ricardo 55. Well, not that bad. So we turn off all those lights before we get penalty points.
Engine off time logged.
So there,
Flight is finished.
we've finished our cargo job. And then we go back to ONAIR company, and then we can see here it says 63, landing very smooth, landing G 1.08, and landing speed 56 knots. And you also see block time, flight time, total weight, max G, burnt fuel, everything, all the stats you have here. And we have all the bonuses obtained, so that's a good thing, because we turned off the lights before we shut down the engines, so also very good for me. Yeah, Ricardo will be not that bad. It was a very smooth landing. Yeah, I didn't expect it actually, because the plane wants to go down at the end. At a certain altitude it wants to go down. And then with the wind conditions, it's not that easy to fly that plane, but we did it, and I'm very happy with it. So we click OK. We see we have 15,000 K now. You can see what we earned, 1,740, but we need to pay a landing fee. That's 19. Then also the payment for packs. We earned the previous flight actually 2,000, and then yeah, I've actually 3 weeks advanced leasing, so that cost me 6,480, and then a weekly lease fee for aircraft, but that's for the other aircraft. That's actually 960. So I have that for 3 more days, I believe. And then here also a landing fee, and also a 1925, so almost $20 or euro, whatever you want it, for a landing fees. So we go back here, and then we will not do another flight, but we'll do that maybe next week or so. And voila. And then we get out of the aircraft, so we need to do that like this, and then also this. Oh, and it seems my door was not locked. No. Alright. So this is the PIPER Arrow 3 from Just Flight. We used that in ONAIR company. So this was my flight for today in Alaska actually. And tomorrow, no, this evening we are back with another flight, and we fly in Brazil with the headwind A330-900 Neo. We do that, yeah, Brazil. I don't know the places. Is Porto Velho in Brazil to another place in Brazil. I cannot pronounce those names. Very difficult names. So that is for this evening, 9 p.m. European time. So everyone is welcome. And until then, yeah, I wish you a very nice day. Also, your subcompact, have a nice day. It's very early for you, but you have the rest of the day. For here, it's already more than half past actually. Ricardo, thanks for joining as well. See you maybe this evening. Also Lars Olaf, sorry, thanks for joining. Also G877, if you are still here, thanks as well, and I hope you are doing fine, mate. And actually my camera is not placed correctly anymore, so I need to fix that before this evening. Action Plaza, also thank you for joining the stream and the chat. So until the next, I will say, this evening, so enjoy your day and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. J77, have a great day. Thank you very much, mate. Will, and also my dog will have. You want to come on camera? I don't know if you can see him, but here he is, my English Cocker Spaniel. So yeah, Lars, see you later then. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, here's my little doggy. Yeah, he always wants to fight. So okay, so people, see you this evening or on others in another stream. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend as well. Bye bye. And then I don't find my webcam. All right, there it is. Bye bye.